G'day and welcome to the CruiseAway show. Wonderful to have your company as we escape on incredible travel adventures around the world. I'm Derek.
And I'm Jo. Great to see you. Now, you are in the right place to enjoy the best combination of adventure, inclusion and great value getaways anywhere here in Oz.
Here at CruiseAway, we've been sending Australian travellers on amazing cruise holidays for over 25 years. Our award-winning team specialise in bringing you the best deals from all major cruise lines, sailing right across the globe. Whether you're looking to cruise locally or afar, with thousands of unmissable deals available right now, you can be sure we'll find you your perfect cruise holiday. So, if you're ready, let's go cruising.
And we are ready to help you find incredible adventures that satisfy your bucket lists and the budget too. We've got two fabulous October offers to showcase. One cruising Japan with friendly and welcoming Holland America Line this October, and the other one is a Carnival Cruise Line adventure from the Pearl of the Orient to the River City, and that is for next year.
Yes, indeed. And our first dream deal takes us to Europe with MSC Cruises on an inclusive cruise to the fjords of Norway, France and Spain in August. And your 20-night getaway starts with a flight from Sydney over to London to enjoy a 3-night hotel stay. In August, British summertime, well, it may be because it's the UK, but it doesn't really matter because London is a city full of adventure and lots of incredible things to explore indoors and out. They have some of the best museums on earth, such as the Tate Modern, the Natural History, the Victoria and Albert, many of which are free. National Portrait Gallery, as you see there too. Incredible Carnaby Street, Soho, you name it. And the West End, you've got to see a show. Then it's down to the port of Southampton, where you will be cruising on a wonderful adventure on the Virtuosa for 14 nights. Now, this is going to be a back-to-back cruise, so double the amount of adventure and destinations. Now, you've got your Easy Plus drinks package and your tips are included, and of course, your main dining, your buffet, certain outside dining options as well when you're poolside. These are all included as standard when you're on a cruise. If it's your first cruise, it's great to know. There's very little to have to worry about and lots more to enjoy. So all your shows are included, your turn-down service, that's all included as well, and your room service your room is made up every day for you. Room service also, that's an additional option for you with a nominal fee, and it's a nice thing to do if you want to kick back and relax in your stateroom one evening maybe and just not go anywhere. Just watch TV, sit back in your robe and watch the world go by. Now, in the atrium of this beautiful ship, you also have the Galleria, which actually changes from day to night and has kind of like a little show going on there. They also run a lot of shows in the Galleria, such as silent disco. You might find one of the theme nights is around there too, with the crew staff and their team. You know, lots of fun just to watch everybody getting involved, even if you're not part of it, even if you're thinking, well, I'm just going to sit here and eat my dinner and just watch what's going on. But definitely take advantage of the shopping, because they have got everything on board, from the affordable to the fabulous. You're going to find luxury gemstones from Effie New York. You're going to find beautiful fine watches. And of course, these are all going to be at tax and duty-free prices for you. And you also have lots of memorabilia you can pick up. There's the Venchi chocolate shop too, which is delicious. They make fresh chocolate daily. And here's the thing about a cruise. It is literally like a small city, the way it operates. You know, they bake everything fresh daily. So all of your pastries and bread, there's chefs doing all of that. They're making the fresh gelato and the chocolates, like I mentioned, preparing all your delicious meals. It is incredible. The quality is superb. And the variety on MSC is seemingly endless, really. I mean, you could have a robot mix a cocktail for you. How often can you say that? Mm-hmm. I know, I love it. Casino, of course, and loads of other activities that you can choose from. You'll get a daily program to mention everything, and that will have your show times, it will have your destination arrival times, etc. So we are cruising out of Southampton on our back-to-back cruise, first to Norway. Haugesund's our first port of call, which is very charming, and it's a great way to just take it at your pace to explore some of the architecture in this port by foot. Maybe just take a walking tour whilst you're there. We're next up into Oldham, and it's all about scale. Steep mountains, glaciers, waterfalls, everywhere you look. Imagine the photos you're going to have to show for the friends back home. Absolute bragging rights. Cute little churches, you know, in possible landscapes. Then it's Alisond, which feels a little bit more compact by comparison, and you can see the beautiful coloured houses there. You could just be sitting, you know, by the river enjoying a nice beer or coffee and taking it at your own pace. Lovely Art Nouveau architecture. Then it's Kristiansand, which is a gorgeous little coastal town. And a tour you might want to take is the Old Town and Archipelago tour, where you can explore the wooden houses and seaside paths and lovely scenery that the island has to offer. Now we're back into Southampton today, which is the start of the second cruise. A smooth turnaround before heading out, you know, shifting from fjords to Atlantic coastlines. But whilst you're there in Southampton, maybe take a day trip to Bath or Stonehenge, which you can book with the ship. It's La Rochelle next in France, which is a calm and lovely port centred around the old harbour, and a guided old town walk with free time by the marina would be a nice thing to do. You can enjoy the seafood there and just relax in the pace. Then Bilbao awaits, and this is a spectacular port in the north of Spain, up in the Basque Country. It's very creative. It's known for the famous Guggenheim, which you must visit if you can. It's amazing. The Old Town also offers lots of lovely little haunts for pinchos. La Coruña is next. Talking of pinchos, you'll find them here too. They are the traditional Galician tapas. Just head to the back streets of the town to enjoy lots of cafes and bars that offer you these. Head to the Tower of Hercules in La Coruña for gorgeous views and history. Then it's Cherbourg in France, which is, you know, a grand maritime port shaped by its role in history, and an excursion to the Normandy countryside would be a great one to do here, with coastal scenery and relaxed French charm. So here's an overview for you. You're back into Southampton after that, flying into London for a couple of days there, off on your first cruise, which takes you into gorgeous Norway. Haugesund, Olden, Alisond, Kristiansand. Then we are into Southampton for the second cruise, heading down to France and the north of Spain, País Vasco, and finishing up in Cherbourg before we're in Southampton, and then we're going to fly you back to Oz.
It's pretty amazing, this, isn't it? It's lovely. It's a lovely roll call of destinations. And listen, you may be, even if you've cruised many, many times, you may be less familiar with MSC. So let me just fill you in on a couple of facts here. Obviously, we've seen on board the ship already, an MSC Virtuosa is absolutely brilliant. She's a modern ship. She's a glittering ship. She has so many different choices as well. And MSC they're an independent cruise line. They are part of the biggest shipping company, funnily enough, in the world. But their cruise line is kind of lesser known, maybe, in this part of the world. And what I want you to know is that they are deliberately what's called a disruptor. So they've come into the cruise business and they're saying, right, okay, to get your attention, we are going to give you the most incredible prices to invite you along for your first cruise. So what you're about to see here in terms of price is going to look very, very unusual, because MSC is not a budget cruise. You've seen already on board how glittering and stunning and modern and full the experience is on board. I've cruised MSC myself many times as well. You will love it. But sometimes people get a little bit stuck to their cruise line. And actually, I want you to give this your attention, because it's an amazing cruise experience. So overall, this holiday is a stunner for August. You've got your London stay and you've got your 2 weeks of that glamorous MSC inclusive cruising, because you have got your drinks package and your gratuities included here. Your flights are included too, and I need to tell you all of that, because when you see this price tag, for the length of the duration, for the inclusions that you have, it almost doesn't look right, does it? It almost doesn't look right. You're thinking, what is he not telling me? There's something he's not telling me. And there really isn't. That is such a complete holiday package. You are getting the most excellent value, and I have to say, here at CruiseAway, we've got such an excellent relationship as a worldwide company with MSC, and that's how we can do these amazing deals. You will love MSC Virtuosa. She has great shows. She's got great theme nights, which are just brilliant fun. You'll have to get involved in those. Events is a great team on board that look after you as well. Everyone's smiling faces, very, very helpful. And as I say, it's a modern, glamorous ship as well. It's very, very popular in Europe already, and you should should be there. Remember, you've got your gratuities included on board and that Easy Plus drinks package, which is, well, cheers to that. It's good, isn't it? With your return London flights, a 3-night London hotel stay and 2 weeks on board MSC Virtuosa. First in the Norwegian fjords and then a second cruise for another week to France and Spain, which is absolutely brilliant. I love it. Call us today. All you need is a deposit today, which is great. Here's the details that you need to get booked. It's a superb offer, I have to say. And as I say, I've cruised with MSC many times in different parts of the world. It's always a great time. It's always fuss-free. It's always effortless. The feeling on board is that you're on a really glitzy ship, you know, very fresh, very modern, you know, very open to great weather as well. There's great things happening up high, outside, you know, it's all about connecting with the sea, and that's what a cruise is all about. It's why it's such a joy as well, really, because it's so easy. When you stay in a hotel, yes, it's easy to a degree, but you kind of still need to put the effort in. Almost you need to fill in the gaps. Do you know what I mean? Like there are big gaps where there's nothing happening. When you're on a cruise, there's no gaps when nothing's happening, unless you want to be completely horizontal and away from it all, because you can as well. A cruise isn't all about singing and dancing 24 hours a day. There are plenty of chances to just lie back, relax, and think of nothing.
I love that idea.
Yes.
Yeah, and just get up whenever you want to get up.
Yes.
Yes. If you like to get up at 11 a.m.
Yeah. Have a siesta in the afternoon, no problem. Sneak off to your cabin, no problem. Right, our next dream cruise deal then takes us to timeless Japan on a journey taking you all around these fascinating and very popular islands as well. Cruising in style with charming Holland America Line this time, and your 17 nights start on the 8th of October. We fly from Sydney over to Japan's capital, Tokyo, and we have got plenty of time for you to enjoy the city because we've included a 3-night hotel stay there as well, which is absolutely brilliant. And of course, it's a city which is buzzing. There is so much going on, isn't there?
Yes.
Constantly.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a city where you really can be on the go all of the time. You've got to go to the Shibuya crossing, you've got to do the shopping, you've got to see the temples, do it all before your fabulous cruise. And we're cruising with Holland America Line on the lovely Westerdam. Now, what you'll love straight away about Holland America Line ships is their size. They're not overbearing, it's not too many people, it's not too big a ship, Joe, is it?
Not too big a ship at all. Yeah, Vista class, this is a ship I personally worked on for a contract. Loved this ship. Felt like a home from home for me, let alone, of course, you as a passenger, having that experience, about 2,300 guests. But the space is not reflective of the amount of passengers. You have actually got a lot more space to, you know, relax, enjoy, lots of lounge space, for example, just to take it at your own pace, you read a book and just grab a cocktail or be part of a group. There's lots of different groups on board that they offer you everything from, you know, bridge through to crafting, through to specific activities that are tailored to what you enjoy. And Holland America Line have always had such a great feature for enrichment. Enrichment and music are what Holland America Line is known for, and the live music is absolutely superb. There's Lincoln Center Stage, B.B. King's Blues Club, and Billboard. You'll find live jazz, you'll find the house band as well, the Neptune Band. They play at Sail Away and around the ship, and the caliber is exceptional. Then there'll be live guitarists and pianists. You know, it is exciting and vibrant, and the music is an accent. It's not overpowering. You don't feel like, oh gosh, that's really loud. You just feel like it's just the perfect attunement to wherever you are, you're choosing to spend your time on board. And then there's the food, and I have to say, you know, I rave about this to everybody I can because I've worked on a lot of different cruise ships, and Holland America Line, for the price point they offer, the food is utterly superb. Whether you're enjoying the main dining, which is included, of course, and up there in the buffet, or it's a specialty dining treat, you'll love it. So we're off on an adventure out of Tokyo, and we are going to be cruising first up to Omizaki, and this is a nice calm coastal gem with Mount Fuji sometimes hovering in the distance if the day is clear. Now you might want to do the rural tea growing region visit with a walking through the fields and meeting the producers. Then it's Kobe, known for its beef of course, with the lovely relaxed mountains in the distance. Now a shore excursion to do would be exploring the hillside Katano district and waterfront and finishing with a simple local lunch, and that will be all included if you book with the ship. Kochi's next, which is a nice local port, and by that I mean it's much more, petite. It's something that's a little bit easier to get around. You can take it at your own pace and enjoy the castle and shrines and markets nearby. Then we're into Fukuoka, and Fukuoka is absolutely gorgeous. You know, it's a fresh and beautiful port full of lovely gardens, and of course the very well manicured gardens are a huge highlight in Japan. Even at this time of year you'll see the coloured leaves. Of course, we're into Socho next, and a shore excursion to do here would be the local seafood market visit and coastal walk, so it gives a taste of everyday life on the coast here of South Korea, and of course you'll be seeing the changing colours. Next up we're into Kanazawa and back into Japan. This feels refined without being too showy. You've got the castle park there, which is, just full of beautiful, and rare plants and treasures and gorgeous different architecture. Then we're at Sakata, and Sakata is actually known for its Tamasude Falls, which are wonderful. And you can head to the warehouses. These are famous in Japan, the shop houses, warehouses, where they, sometimes they transform them into shops as well. We are next up into Miyakojima, and this is a lovely tropical port. You can see right there the perfect turquoise ocean. We might not associate this with Japan, but of course Japan is islands, and you will get some lovely tropical weather on some of them. So a day to enjoy the beach perhaps. So here's an overview for you. Back into Tokyo, where of course you'll disembark and we'll fly you home. What I love about this itinerary is how diverse it is. So we're flying into Tokyo, we're enjoying Omizaki, Kobe, Kochi, the Kanman Strait, so some scenic cruising along the way, then into South Korea. We're back into some unusual Japanese ports we don't often see on itineraries before we enjoy a day at sea and then disembark.
Yeah, it's very, very true, actually. And this is what Holland America do so well. Hand in hand with what Joe was saying earlier about the enrichment on board, it's about also matching that with interesting and varied itineraries as well. Because you might well have done a Japanese cruise before, and some of them do follow a sort of well-trodden path. It can happen in the Mediterranean, it can happen in the Caribbean, it can happen in places like Japan as well, especially now because there are so many more cruises, because everyone wants to see. It's a place everyone is very, very curious about and wants to see. So the variety you've got on this itinerary, for me, just ticks every box. And actually the ship and the feel of the ship just really in step with doing a bit more of an exploration cruise, this one. It's great. I have to tell you, well, I'm just going to show you the price tag straight away because we're so proud of this. Again, remember, here at CruiseAway, we work very, very closely with all of the major cruise lines. So we're able to negotiate offers that others just can't get near. And of course, then we curate it into a package. So we arrange your flights, we arrange your stays, and we link them in with the cruise so that all you need to do is just call us and we'll do the rest. Book the flights, book the cruise, have a stay, just get more for every dollar that you'll spend. And this is an exceptional offer, actually, given the number of ports around Japan that you're actually visiting here. So your package includes your return Sydney flights to Tokyo and a 3-night hotel stay when you first arrive there, which is just lovely in a city like Tokyo. You get to really experience it. And then you cruise, very relaxed cruising, very enriching, very fulfilling, very kind of adult classic cruising, I would say, with Holland America Line as well on the Westerdam. You're going to have the greatest of time, nice and calm, nice and peaceful, great service, great food, great accommodation, exploring that rich tapestry of stunning Japan and South Korea. Again, as Joe rightly points out, at this time of the year, the colours are all changing. How magical to see all of that. And again, listen, this is for October, so all we need to do is call today with a deposit, and that's it. You are booked and ready to look forward to October. Here's the details that you need to get yourself booked. I really think this is a special cruise as well. I know Holland America Line, they have been cruising for a long, long time. So they have a lot of experience, and two, they have a lot of loyal customers. And that really is what drives the variety in the itinerary here as well, because so many of their passengers come back year after year after year, sometimes even just following the ship. You know, I'm going back on that ship. I don't care where it's going. I want to be back on board with that team on that ship. And that's what drives the variety in the itineraries as well, which is great. Listen, if you're interested, call right now. I'm very interested, I have to say. 1300 407 687. And we have just got time to squeeze in one final dream cruise deal from our massive selection here at CruiseAway. And this time it's happy smiling cruise life with Carnival Cruise Line. This you're going to love. Great times ahead for you for this 19-night trip next October, flying from Brisbane to amazing Hong Kong first, and you'll have 2 nights in a hotel there. So again, some time to see all the sights, enjoy, you know, get a real feeling for somewhere different.
Yeah, and Hong Kong is bustling and vibrant and varied, and of course full of fantastic places to see and things to do, and the shopping is also excellent in Hong Kong, particularly if you like to explore the markets or shop for electronics. There's lots of lush green spaces, tons of history, and actually Disneyland's not too far away. Then we're cruising on board the Carnival Luminosa for 16 nights. Wonderful. Now, the Carnival Luminosa joined the Carnival fleet in 2022, so she was carnivalized then, and features a gorgeous layout with lovely big windows and sun-soaked lounges, and a more intimate feel really than the mega ships. You have got an incredible variety of things to see and do. You are on the fun ships after all, and Carnival is very unique out there in the cruising world because the focus is on proper fun and really sort of belly laughs and entertainment that is just all about getting involved. And even if you aren't someone that normally likes to get involved in things like conga lines or wet t-shirt competitions or water aerobics, you might find yourself, trying something new when you're on a cruise, because it is all about trying something new, isn't it? It doesn't matter whether you're 8 or 80. Sometimes the fun is infectious and you're up there learning how to salsa, or maybe being part of a game show in the theatre or doing a dance class. Or getting involved in karaoke. This is the thing, when you're on a cruise, it brings out your very best vacation holiday self, and Carnival does it in a way like no other, I think. It's just the best way to explain it, because it is infectious fun all day long, alongside lots of live music and entertainment, and you'll find everything that you could wish for on a Carnival cruise, and alongside a lot of inclusions too. So you have, of course, your entertainment is included. You've got lots of dining included, and that's not just your regular main dining. You also have some specialty included in when you're on board this ship. So, when it comes to choosing what to eat overnight, main dining, leader marketplace, and also there's some additional dining options for you, such as Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse for an additional fee, and that's lovely. Bonsai sushi, bonsai teppanyaki. You have your gym included too when you're on a cruise, which is great to know. You can do exercise classes for an additional fee, but the gym's all included for you. So there's already so much packed into your fare. You don't really have a lot to worry about. Just choosing what spa treatment maybe you're going to have and what excursions you're going to be booking. Or maybe you're going to take it at your own pace when you're out exploring some of the wonderful ports. So we're out of Hong Kong, and first up, after a couple of days at sea, we're into Ho Chi Minh City, which definitely grabs you straight away with its energy. Scooters everywhere, coffee on every corner, that constant hum of life in what was once known as Saigon. Now you might want to explore the Cu Chi tunnels under the city by guided tour. That's fascinating. Then it's Bali, Benua, which is down in North Bali, and it's not too far from Ubud, which is famous for the monkey forest, and that's really interesting to visit. Or some paddy fields. You might want to take a guided walk through the lush green paddy fields. Darwin's next, up in the top end, and no shirt, no shoes, no problem, I always say about the Northern Territory, because it's such a relaxed vibe, isn't it? Maybe take an easy city wander, around the waterfront shops and see some of the street art when you're there. Airlie Beach is up next for the reef. Incredible. Even if you've been before, it's lovely to visit by cruise ship and actually book yourself an excursion that gets you out on the Whitsundays, perhaps catamaran sail, snorkeling tour, or even a helicopter tour. Now we're going to finish the cruise in Brisbane. We simply stroll off the ship. What I love about this is, you know, probably minimal flying once you get home. So here's an overview for you. Of course, enjoying Hong Kong, then off to Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam, Bali, a couple of ports in Oz before we are into Brisbane to disembark. I'm
going to tell you right now, your eyes are about to pop out of your head, everyone, because the price tag that we've got for you. Now, I realise that, you know, this starts and ends in Brisbane. Of course, you might want to add a city flight internally, you know, to kind of get you to Brisbane, but it's going to be worth it. I'm going to show you the price straight away because, honestly, it is ridiculous. Everyone looking? Look at that. That's for a 16-night cruise, and you've got a couple of nights stay in Hong Kong and the flight included, and all you need is a deposit now. Now, I am going to put my neck out here. I've been talking about cruise prices on television for over 15 years. I know that that price tag is insanity. It includes your flight from Brisbane to Hong Kong, 2 nights in a hotel there included when you arrive, 16 nights of cruising. Yeah, 16 nights of cruising. Not just any cruising as well, carnival cruising, fun cruising on the Luminosa to enjoy. Cruising to Vietnam, Bali, Darwin and Airlie Beach, back to Brisbane, over 16 nights, and it's still this price. It is ridiculous. What an incredible getaway. Even the upgrades, let me show you the upgrades, because honestly, even they're incredible. For the length of holiday you have here. And listen, I realise that this starts off in Brisbane, and that might not work for you. You might need a city flight to get there. But for this price tag, it's worth getting that sorted, and our team will do that for you as well. All you've got to do is call us toll free, 1300 407 687. And you genuinely, as Joe says, you know, it's a great family cruising experience with Carnival, but it's a great couples getaway. And I want to just say the word escape to you, because when you're on a cruise ship, sure, you could hook up with their Wi-Fi, you can buy a package and keep in touch and all the rest of it and whatever, but essentially what you can do on a cruise like this is escape. Escape all of the troubles and the cares and woes of the world, but you're not just doing it for 2 nights or 3 nights, 16 nights on board. Now that's a break. That's a break that's full of fun, that's full of great food, that's full of great shows and comedy and entertainment and relaxing time. And you know what? You've never had a burger until you've had a guy's burger on board with Carnival. I'm telling you that right now. Yes, you've got the gym, so you can work off those calories if you want to. It's a longer cruise, I get it. But you've got to have a guy's burger. But I'll warn you right now, once you've had one, you'll be back tomorrow for another one, because it's up there on the pool deck. Just during the day it happens. It's included, but go once, you'll go back again. My stomach just rumbled then, just at the words Guy's Burgers. Anyway, listen, what amazing getaways, all of them are brilliant. I don't think any of those 3 offers clashed as well, so if you wanted them all, I think they all go well into the diary. They are beautiful. And if you've never cruised before, get with it. You've got to get with it. Honestly, don't leave it. Don't leave it any longer before you start your first cruise, because they are absolutely phenomenal. And listen, we are back with plenty more shows and plenty more deals as well, so look out for us as we cruise away very soon again. Bye-bye.
And how you go?